Okay, so I just came across this tool called Shed that manages database schemas. It sounds super useful for ETL projects.
Oh, wow. So it helps manage database schemas without having to write raw SQL. That's a game changer.
Exactly, and it uses SQL model ORM along with Alembic to handle the migrations. But what I find intriguing is the JSON schema export feature.
Right? Having automatic JSON schema exports for your Pydantic models is pretty neat. It could really streamline data validation.
But doesn't that assume the schemas are always going to align perfectly with the data? What if there are inconsistencies?
Good point. While it's a great feature, it does rely on the assumption that your model definitions are accurate and maintained.
Yeah, and if not, you could end up with validation errors down the line. It's like the faster you move, the more you risk.
Totally, but think about how it simplifies version control. You can have a Git repo just for your database models.
That's true, it's like having a dedicated space to track changes and collaborate. I wonder how it handles migrations, though.
It wraps Alembic commands, so you can run migrations with simple commands like revision or migrate. Pretty efficient.
Efficiency is great, but what if you're already in a project with an existing setup? Can it integrate smoothly?
Yes, you can add Shed into an existing Python project and start adding migration files, which is super flexible.
That's fascinating. I mean, it helps prevent the chaos of managing database migrations manually.
Exactly. Plus, it creates a standard folder structure which can help keep everything organized.
So with directory structures and configs automatically set up, it really reduces setup time.
For sure, but I wonder if that automation could also lead to complacency, right? People might not check their configs as closely.
That's a fair concern. Automation can sometimes create a false sense of security. You might miss critical updates.
And what about when it comes to cloning databases from production to development? Is that as seamless?
It seems like it is. You can clone databases easily, which would be a huge time saver during the development phase.
Wow, that's powerful, but again, it raises questions about sensitive data handling, right?
Absolutely. Cloning production data could lead to accidental exposure of sensitive information if not handled properly.
It's like double-edged sword. So much power, but also a lot of responsibility.
And those migration commands sound handy, but what if you make a mistake during a migration?
That's where good backup practices come in. Even the best tools can't protect you from human error.
Exactly. It seems that while Shed has great features for efficiency, the user still needs to be vigilant.
Right? Managing databases is no small task, and relying too much on automation can lead to gaps in knowledge.
I guess it's about finding that balance between leveraging tools and maintaining your own expertise.
Yes, and I love how this tool can fit into different workflows. That flexibility could be its strongest asset.
Totally, it seems like it's designed to adapt to various project needs, which is pretty impressive.
Definitely, but it's also worth considering the learning curve for new users. How intuitive is it?
Good question. If it's not user-friendly, even the best features can go underutilized.
Right, so maybe documentation and community support will be crucial in making Shed widely adopted.
Agreed, a strong community can really enhance the learning experience and provide valuable insights.
And I wonder how frequently the tool is updated. Regular updates could reflect community feedback.
That's a solid point. A tool that evolves with user needs is likely to be more successful.
So many aspects to think about. It really makes you appreciate the complexity behind these tools.
It does, and I'm curious how this could change the landscape of database management in the long run.
Imagine a future where such tools do much of the heavy lifting. It could free up developers for more creative tasks.
That would be amazing, but what if it leads to fewer people understanding the underlying systems?
That's a valid concern. Balancing automation with education will be key to not losing that foundational knowledge.
Exactly, so as we explore tools like Shed, we should keep an eye on both innovation and education.
Well said. The journey of understanding these technologies is just as important as the tools themselves.
Definitely, I love where this conversation has gone. It's a reminder that tools are only as good as our ability to use them wisely.
For sure, and it leaves us with the question, how do we ensure that we use technology responsibly?
That's the million-dollar question. I think it comes down to constant learning and community engagement.
Absolutely. And as we continue exploring, who knows what other tools we might discover next.